The hike up this hill looks a lot different than it did just a few years ago. Once a thick forest, now a sea of branches and stumps.
Now we're seeing the consequences, the wildlife loss, the fact that we don't have a buffer zone, all of those things.
These residents have lived in Sechelt's small Sandy Hook community for decades. Today, mourning the loss of a once beloved woodland.
We've lost acres of beautiful, beautiful forest. I'm furious, as is every member of this community, at having absolutely no power, no say, no clout, going to our municipal government. They can't do anything.
This land, about 70 hectares, was bought up by a numbered company back in 2014. Its primary shareholder, a Coquitlam resident named Kin Chung, who declined an interview with CBC. The district filed a lawsuit against his company after hundreds of protected trees were cut down.
Once they became a private managed forest, they were actually outside of any of our jurisdiction. We had difficulty getting information. We didn't know what was going on. The residents didn't know what was going on.
The two sides settled out of court after the protected trees were cut down, but bylaw infractions like open burning still continue.
You cannot do open burning in the district of Sechelt, and yet they have 100 piles up there that they're burning.
One was set just meters away from people's homes.
You can just imagine a 10 or 15-foot slash pile throwing up all those embers, and the southeast are blowing all those embers into their backyards and onto the tops of their houses. Was pretty scary.
Residents say hillside erosion has also led to flooding.
Community members have raised concerns about other operations, and this is just the latest to grab the attention.
MLA Nicholas Simons says there needs to be an overhaul in how private forests are managed across BC. When it comes to logging, private lots like this aren't held to the same standards as Crown land.
The standards and the oversight and the enforcement are set and basically administered outside of the purview of government, and I think that there needs to be better oversight.
Chung hasn't violated any of the current rules, but the province is reviewing its Private Land Act, which could mean tighter regulations. It would be a welcome change here, even if it won't bring back the trees.
My interest here is that we learn from what's happened.
John Hernandez, CBC News, Sechelt.